welcome back to Endless Space 2. Something big has happened. And I will simply illustrate to you. If I can find the right screen, that is. On this screen. Notice anything weird happening? That's right, Essa is mutinous. 0% happiness, and now my happiness in the Empire is 56%. You may wonder, what the heck happened? Let's start by looking at that bar over there, 14/7. What has happened is a patch 1.036, I believe, came out earlier today, much earlier today. And it made some changes to balancing in this game. And I'm not going to go into all the details because I don't know. I just read some very broad descriptions on what it does. But let's describe it in this way that's relevant to us. First thing that happened is that the threshold for overcolonization is significantly lowered. So if you remember correctly, before it's 12, and that max has been lowered to 7 now. So as a result, if you go to the very bottom of the happiness chart, you will see minus 105 from overcolonization and minus 137 from planet. So where is that coming from? From planet, you may wonder. Let's go to Essa. If I can figure out. There it is. It's from the planet type. So the unhappiness meter, I believe, for coming on planets has kind of changed to make it more difficult to deal with planets that are naturally unhappy. Now, I have never had this problem because my happiness is so high from everything else. But now, we have trouble from the two sources. The second thing that happened to me is that if you look at the speed at which I acquire vine systems, it's now 8. You may wonder, well, that's weird. Last time you were showing this, you had 2 ships vining it. How could it be 8? Well, they doubled the time needed to vine up new systems on the Unfallen, which I have to say is something that needed to be done because the Unfallen in the beginning of the game, with the speed at which they can acquire new system, is pretty much broken. Given how easily I've acquired a lead in, I mean, hard difficulty is not all that hard, but given the ease that I've done it, is, hey, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So I'm glad that they made this change. I'm just not glad that they made this change right in the middle of my game, which is causing some big panic. Let's be honest here. So we have to figure out some way to fix this. I'm not going to start a game over or whatever. I'll deal with this like with confidence, like a man. The first thing I need to figure out is how can I get my happiness back. Now, one thing we can do. Let's see, we can't pass any laws, but what we can do. Let's see. I don't want to do that. Where's the other one? Toys for Boys. Now it's production. Minus 10% production is not great. But we may have to deal with it for a while. Especially for ship production. Let's see, what else do we have? E. Okay, so that seems to be something we can do. And to pass that, I can't change that. That's pulled. I can replace it by my precious, or I can replace it by this. I think I might do this first. Then I'll pass this thing. It doesn't cost any influence, but it does cost me a lot of production, which is fine. I do have a lot of production. So now we're up to about 70. And some of the completely unhappy places are now just, well, the mutinous places are now simply unhappy. And our gold gain has been completely destroyed. But that's okay. We're going to get them back. If you remember, we have all these luxury buildings that we have never even bothered with. And now this is the time to do it. And most of these things, I can buy them immediately. So let's see. So this is 1 turn. I will build it. Oops, excuse me. This is an absolute massive... Wait a minute. 200. Oh, I don't have enough trees. That sucks. Okay, I forgot to mention something. So, in reducing this massive reduction in the maximum colonization limit, they have introduced a mechanic that allows you to get something back. And that is, I'm going to see if I have anything with level 4 colonization right now. I forget which planet is level 4. I should be able to see it with the economic view. I don't know what the sign was. So this thing, I've never been here, is sort of your economics and trade route, so you can kind of see what each of the planet system is producing. You know, for example, the size of these tells you how much influence, how much food, etc. I was trying to see if there's an easier way for me to tell level of modernization, but I'm not seeing it. There has to be something that tells me that. It can't just be like random. I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm not going to show you that right now because I can't find it. But if you have somebody at level 4 modernization, then you are able to build a building that increases the maximum cap of population systems by 1. So if you are able to get level 4 modernization on each one of your current star system, you can effectively double. So you can do this indefinitely because every single new place you colonize, you can build it. So that allows you to get 1 more, and then you can keep going. So that effectively removes, if my understanding is correct, this maximum limit, but you have to develop your systems instead of just, having them being claimed, which I think also is a good change. Again, I wish it didn't happen in the middle of my game. But let's say a supernova happened. Yeah, a supernova. And I'm also not quite sure what this thing is. There is this, oh, it's the overpopulation penalty. Okay, I see. So if you have too many additional populations in slots, then it creates population. Okay, all right, I get it. But you're fine, so I don't need to worry too much about you. I just need to figure out some way to deal with the 2 systems that are not happy right now. And then after that, I need to figure out how to get everybody to 100 because we depend on having 100% to drive all of our science and economy and everything else. So if you don't have 100%, that's not good for us. Okay, so that we can finish building. The luxury lottery, we can finish building 2 turns, but I'm going to... That's expensive. I want to go... Let's buy it. I can't risk this system causing problems for me. Let's see, what else do we have? We can sacrifice a population to generate some additional... which actually it's not a bad idea because we're completely full here. That will sacrifice 1 unit. It says 2 turns. Should be 1 turn. And that gives me 25 for 10 turns, which will be enough for me to temporarily finish whatever repair that I need to do on my heart. Okay, so I think you're taken care of. Next one is links. We can do the same thing. The problem with links is that I don't have any luxury resources. So this... what is this? Well, I can't even build it anyway. I can. Supermarket is expensive, but I'll buy it because it costs basically nothing. 1 turn to you population. I don't have any slot for them. So I will go ahead. I cannot sacrifice. I don't know what's going on. Is there anything else that can give me happiness? I need more happiness, man. Also, I've lost a lot of science because I'm not happy. Everybody knows that. If you're not happy, you can't research. Well, it seems like I don't have anything else I can do here, unfortunately. We're getting still a lot of happiness from alliances. And I'm glad that that's the case. Because if we didn't have that, we would be in big trouble. The other thing we can try to do...
Contact with us brings more worry than joy.
Okay, not you. The other thing we can try to do is to force this.
Families can do for you.
She doesn't want it right now, but I think I can sweeten the deal a little bit. Let's give her something that I don't particularly care about. Okay, she likes that. This will allow me to get, let's see. You know, I can directly buy system from her. That's interesting. You know what? I have an idea. Not right now. I want to... Wait, can I... Okay, no, not right now. Stop getting distracted. Can I buy anything from you with this? Okay, let's see if she wants it. Great, she took the piece. The reason
Families will do what is best for the families.
you like to come into our show them off, big deal. Now, Dragon, what? I don't have any fleet in your system, so that gives me some additional happiness because of a piece. Okay, so Lynx is at least reasonably happy now, and I am beginning to gain some semblance of order in my system once again. That was, let's say, unexpected. There I was thinking, hey, everything is going to be wrapped up nice and neatly. Now I can toy around a little bit with how I want to win. Next thing you know it, bam, right in your face. How much tree do I have left? 196, so I should be able to get more trees next turn, which means I can at least get one of my system to level 4. I think I definitely have 1 or 2 systems already on the way for this. I just forget which one. Alright. The other part of my strategy before was I am researching deniable operations, which allows me to get privateers, which is what we need to fight our wars because we're not fighting it normally. Also, Kuma is under siege by this one guy. We have to send some ship over to protect them, but I don't know where any of my ships are right now. They're over here. Okay. Oh, they took Scythe, which is why they told us to get out. Fine. Thanks. We can't colonize this. Did we? Because we didn't finish? Yeah, we didn't finish vining that place. Well, let's go over here then. We'll get out of your face. That's okay. I don't mind. 11 stack. These ships are not very strong though, unfortunately. Or fortunately for us. These guys are... I don't know. I'm not sure why I'm still keeping them over here. Maybe it's just peacekeeping purposes. I have 2 additional ships. So, since we're keeping ships over there, let's put more over there. Be fun for the whole family. Merge. That's a 16 command point. Alright, I feel okay. Next turn also will be spent on stabilizing our shaky foundation once again. Look at this. Whoopsh! No, that's not what it means. That's the value for these ships, and that has crashed. Strategic resources. So everything has crashed, which is a good time for me to start buying some stuff. In fact, I need to take this chance to get the antimatters. I am willing to buy any of these guys, because getting them is a pain, especially if they're down in the cost. I'm still making 2.2k per turn, so it's not too terrible. We're still doing okay. Alright. Enough talking. Let's move on. Show me your worst. Also, the graphics changed. Heroes. My favorite. I think I want to have another of fighting heroes. Though I will take somebody that I like. Let's check out... No, this is us. This is the trees. So I don't want to... They're overseer, which I have already. So I don't want to do that. Scavengers. Let's see what you got. I don't know if this starting skill is also new or not, because I don't remember seeing these before. All right, plus 15% on system, 10% projectile damage, which is pretty good. So you are a renegade, scavenger. You get boost for the ultimate skill is boost for foreign populations. So of cost. Okay. This is what is this? Guardian. Okay, that's all heroes. I don't know, I'm not super psyched. So this is like explorers and random things. Like a potpourri of stuff. Let's check our Rift friend. I haven't had a Rift yet. Or Riftborn. I'm curious. Shield capacity and... Wait, before, was that 15 straight or 15%? Because if it's 15%, then that's actually quite good. 15, okay, that's nothing. This is much better. Because this is +1, so you get 20 something if you put on a big system. Now, of course, it depends the size of the system, blah, 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 but whatever. Okay, so Riftborn. $50 production per anomaly. So it's just straight bonuses. Anomalies, I do have some systems with a lot of anomalies. So she seems to be, or I don't know if this is a she or he. Pretty good governor. Let's get you. Your pie. Come to me, cutie pie. The question is, where do I put him? Or her, or it. Does pie have genders? Is it like what kind of pie? Like if you're a mutton pie versus, an apple pie, do you call one of them a she and the other one a he? How does that work? Alright, what are we doing? We need to find anomalies. Is there any way for me to tell from this how many anomalies their system has? Doesn't seem like it. This also tells me the Hanner number, which is good. It's all 0, which means I'm actually moving my stuff out. Well, okay. Let's find out where there is nobody. The next most important system. This is a nice place. 4 colonies, 4 planets with nobody. Also Kuma. I don't think I can get anybody onto Kuma right now, unfortunately, because it's under siege. So it will be between Kuma and Zing. Let's go check Zing real quick. Oh wait, I can't. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, definitely. Let's put you here. It's a small system, sort of, but it's not terrible. Well, you know what? Let's also check Kuma to make sure we double click. I don't know how this works. Okay, much fewer anomalies, so we will put you onto Sing. Where's my academy? I can never remember where everything is. Oh, you have skill points too. Well, don't mind if I do. Plus 5% money, yes. I still don't need food though, that's the thing. So let's just do this. Is that it? I'm out of points, okay. And it's like, hey, I want to get a military leader. End up getting another governor. You know, the blood of the pacifist. You can take the pacifist out of the blood, but you can never take the blood out of the pacifist. Yes, that's how it works. Okay, we'll put you there. Perfect. very strange creature. Something like an android / jellyfish mix. Well, let's not say bad things about our friends. Oh, you leveled up too. What are you good for? You're good for science, that I know. Well, that's actually pretty good now that I consider it. I was poo-pooing on why would anybody put points into that kind of stuff. Am I right? And now it's like, yes, please, give me more. So we'll put 1 point into you just for additional approval, because let's not kid ourselves. We will continue to expand. I think this is pretty good because the per anomaly on colonized planets. So you could have potentially a lot more than this, just a flat out 10. All the other stuff is not particularly exciting, so we'll do this. And we should be recovering slowly. How are we doing now? 91%. Pretty good. Lynx and Junder are still in a little bit of trouble. Let's see if we can go to these systems that have less than 100% and make some very simple improvements. Yeah, like this thing. They're so cheap to buy out. I can make the very large effect by doing basically nothing. But Kuma is not in siege anymore. Wait, you are. So what is the effect of that? -2 manpower per turn. Well, I have a lot of manpower. He's not taking away a whole lot. So you're not doing a very good job. This system I'm not worried too much about because I don't think anybody else can get here. And also, I'm right now in no hurry to settle it because I need to get my population problem under control first. So we do have several places that need new buildings, and we may have to prioritize on some happiness buildings before anything else. Certainly. Oh, I think you built this already. Yes? Okay. We can't do anything here anymore. This is not a very good system anyway. Let's be honest. But you are content, not happy. But I'm not sure if I have any other ways to make this better, since I don't have any additional happiness creating mechanism. Excuse me. Need to sneeze real quick. Sorry about that. I'm allergic to confusion. 20 per planet is not terrible. Not long ago, I was poo-pooing all over, saying like, oh, I can't figure out what to build anymore, there's nothing useful. Now I can't make up my mind. So many things that needs to be built. But still, your job, really. There's nothing particularly sterile, fertile. Nothing particularly good. None of these buildings makes any real noticeable difference. And Link is far too far away for me to want to, make this a military system. That's far away, right? No, it's not. It's not actually that far. Okay, well, we can build military stuff. The other thing we can do is we can do something like this. We can actually cancel out. Okay, let's see. Is anybody causing problem for us? Metallic water is causing... Okay, so metallic waters will get rid of some unhappiness. About 10? Yeah, so that will be 10, and then the seismic activity will be 10. So we'll queue these up. And that way we'll get back to about the 70s. And I'm sure some other way will come up for us to improve further. Don't worry too much about it. Lyra is doing fine. I wish... Here's something else I wish. I wish you can tell actually how much more than the 100% you're at. If I'm like 102% versus if I'm at 130%, what I'm going to be doing is very different. Now, you can probably tell very easily just by adding things up, but I don't want to do that math. If you're a proper spreadsheet simulator, you should do the math for me. That's my view anyway. Hot takes for the day. Only one luxury deposit, so that's particularly not worthwhile. So let's do this. That just gives us some buffer in case we need to expand further. Alright. The next thing I need to do is I need to find some place that has level 4 modernization already. Like, you can do it now, but I don't want to do it on Hamal. Hamal is not a great place. Hamal is East Essa. I think I'm also out of options here too. Well, we can always do this. So the other thing I still haven't figured out is gas planet has modifiers, like for example, frozen, temperate, warm, and hot. I wonder if these things, where they're like hot, for example, does that also apply to a gas planet? I'm not quite sure. So this place, I want per planet stuff. In case you're trying to figure out what I'm doing. There's not a whole lot of per planet stuff, unfortunately, to be found here. I mean, I could do it because there are unexplored things. You know what? Let's do it. Why the heck not? At some point, I'll find myself needing it. It's not like we can do anything else useful with that. Of course, we can build ships, but who builds ship these days? The ship bubble burst long time ago. Right, how are we doing here? We're back up to 90%. In which case, we may not need the Sacred Harvest anymore. How about if we just go straight to modernization? This gives me the greatest bang for my buck, I think. Because I don't want to waste that. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, it gives you... it wastes one turn, that's the main problem. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay, that's fine, let's do this. The other way we can deal with it is we can transform... No, actually it doesn't help. I thought toxic... Hold on. Is that just because of overpopulation, not the actual system itself? Yeep. Come on, let me do this. No, it's... I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh well. You can't live in certainty, that's for sure. We'll do what we can. The questioner... I don't think I can make it there yet, so let's go over here first. We'll send out a probe to... Do I have any exploration? Let's see. Send out a probe that way and this way. Maybe we'll find a tiny little planet system here too. The light ships are light ships ahead of us. Okay, we have one big fleet up here. We are going to have another big fleet down here once this is all complete. So I think the third thing we need is one big fleet. Well, we have one big fleet over here too. Is it big fleet? Not that big. Let's go. Let's send these guys over here. Actually, that's kind of a mistake. I should have planned this better. And then we'll have one big fleet in the middle. That will be our call to safety. We're done. No, we're not done. Wait, so why did they stop vining? Why can't we settle this place? Oh, I don't have technology to settle any of them? Well, that's a shame. Which also means that there's an opportunity here. I just need to research one of the technologies to be able to get it. Let's do that. I don't care about Ida, to be honest with you, but I kind of want to steal it from them. Lava, right? Maximum exploration. Medium ash. So I just need to settle one of the lava planets and this becomes available to me. Okay. Let's do that. I have these two queued up, but I'm gonna dequeue them. And where is maximum exploration? There you are. Should take no time at all. Okay, 2 turns. And then we'll come back to these guys. We only queue up 1 for now, because we've taken a big hit on science. Which is again weird. We were making about 6k per turn, and all of a sudden, we've gone down to 5. Actually, we're making like 9k per turn. I don't actually know what changed. There's probably some other minor factors. Well, okay, ESA is not 100%, so that's probably a big hit. Who else is not 100%? So there are a few places that are not 100%. And that's probably, and this is not 100%. Okay, that makes sense. So we have to still try to get ourselves to 100%, if possible. That will get our economy back online. And I assume this also means all the other civilizations here that have more than 7 systems are suffering from the same kind of penalty, which means my allies are probably suffering too. 1, 2, 3. They don't have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe they have a little more than 7. So we're the biggest. These guys are actually very small. They're probably going to die soon because they're planet systems, how they work.
What do you sound like when you scream?
Oh! Where are the mine ships? Where are the mine ships? Come on now. Show me the mine ships. I can't see where this is. Oh, you're here. But why? I thought you were... What? I don't get it. 3 turns? I don't get it. I have no idea what's going on anymore. The numbers keep changing. It was 10 turns, but now it's like 3 turns. Something is happening. Something big. And I feel like I'm not invited. Okay, so 3 here. You're somewhere else. So I think that's all I have left. Is those 3. Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna park them. Park you guys at Talitha. No, not Talitha, because we have one group parked up here. And they're going to be able to come back pretty quickly too. No, actually they're... Okay, that's fine. You should go to... Clear 2688. I'm not particularly worried at this point about, you know...
A warm welcome, friend. We Riftborn begin to see the beauty in this universe.
These guys betraying me, because I feel like we've been buddies since the very, very beginning. So, they are perfectly content at this point, I think, of being our friend. These dudes, I'm not so sure.
Why are you knocking around?
They seem decent, but they don't seem warm to me. They're like, okay, this is just a formality. I can leave anytime I want. So we need to make sure that we don't lose them. It's not like it matters that much, really. Still 36 out of 51. So I don't know if this is still working correctly or not. They fixed some bugs, particularly of note, they fixed the bug where like you couldn't load your save files, which happened to a lot of people. Not me, I've been lucky, but of course I haven't been to overturn 100. Usually that happens when you get to overturn 100. But I can imagine that's not a great thing to be. You're playing the game, all of a sudden you can't load anymore. Sucks to be you. It's like random... Oh, these guys are at war. Interesting. Also, I've just noticed something. There are systems back here that are not occupied. That just won't do. That just won't do at all. Wait a minute. I can vine up that... Interesting. Alright. Well, we need to... I think that's a potential direction we can go, but we need to solve our own problem first, which is, again, we need to get our happiness back to 100. And then we will start to eyeball, you know, these missing links that are popping up all over the system. I wonder if that gives us an additional opportunity to kind of mess with everybody else. But for now, I feel like we've kind of recovered to a reasonably decent degree. And I hope we survive this semi-apocalypse that the developer has thrown our way. Let's check one last thing before we get out of here. No heroes to purchase, of course. And all these things are going up, which I don't need. Wait, what are you? Why are you low? Dark glitter. I have a lot. No. How much do I have on this? 527. I have dark glitter, do I? Oh gosh, I can never remember how to navigate this freaking... How do I get to the resources screen? Not here. Alright, fine. I'll figure it out later. Thanks for watching. See you next time.